what we're really moving towards here is a different direction than we started at the beginning. At the beginning, it's like, okay, how can I actually feel confident? Which is a tremendous skill. Incantations, beating your chest, yeah, whatever, all that stuff. I'm gonna tell it, yeah. That's gonna make you feel better, right? As soon as I do that, I can feel, the effects of different chemicals being dumped by my brain into my body, and I'm going to speak louder and feel better about it as I go. My sense of well-being immediately rises. Tremendous, tremendously powerful. But I can tell you this is absolutely true. No matter who you are, there will be situations in your life where you do not feel in that moment confident. And as you succeed to greater and greater heights, right? One day, maybe you're standing on stage at Madison Square Garden and you've never done anything like that, and you're speaking or you're playing a rock concert, whatever it is, that's gonna make the nerves kick in, right? Or even on a smaller scale, right? Maybe there's someone that you just really, really respect and you'd like to go up and tell them about whatever. You bump into them and you'd like to tell them what their book meant for you or whatever it is. And you're going to feel the nerves kick in, or it's a beautiful member of the opposite sex, whatever. The nerves will kick in. You can move your body, you're still going to feel it. So what do you do? This is the giant shift. This is the most profound thing that I can tell you. And it's that you need to move away from worrying about how do I feel, am I confident, to things that you can choose. You want to choose to be courageous. Because the truth is, we know what's right. We flat out know what's right. As you're thinking of this, and I'm going through these examples, and you're thinking of times where you blend in, you know what you should have done. You know the way that you should have behaved. And maybe you can't control the exact outcome, but you should have stood up for what was right. And you should have expressed yourself. Or you should have just had fun and forgotten about it. We always know what to do, but oftentimes we hide it from ourselves. And we tell ourselves, oh, I shouldn't do that because it would be rude, or that would be disrespectful for me to walk into this place dressed like this, yada, yada, yada. Deep down in our gut, we know what's right. And we hide it from ourselves so we don't have to exercise courage. Step one is to get honest with yourself. Be real about the areas in your life which you feel anxiety and fear. And oftentimes these are social situations. That's why we exist. The second thing then is to move your body. Great, like, whoo, yeah, get that stuff going down. You're going to feel better immediately. But third, when and if it will happen that it's not totally there, you've got to choose courage. You have to do it in spite of the fact that you don't feel totally confident. And as you do that, your comfort zone completely expands. I can tell you, there was a time when Ben and I used to walk around and we would help guys go meet pretty girls during the day in New York City. Really fun. We'd walk around, they'd maybe meet some girls, get some numbers, they'd walk away feeling great. And we worked from guys literally who would go out, talk to 10 girls and get 10 phone numbers, and people who were much, much more nervous than that, right? The first guys just, yeah, whatever, not a big deal, like, that's cool, thanks for the technique. And the other guys were like, holy cow, like, I can't do this, this makes me really nervous. And I think back to one of them, this is really one of the most exciting moments for me as a coach, is watching somebody do something that makes them afraid. And we were standing there in the corner of the West Village on a Sunday morning, and there was this girl in a red dress who was stunning. Everybody saw her. And she was sitting on a bench reading a book. And we're with this guy, and we go, do you think that she's pretty? And he has to go, very. And we're like, okay, like, go up, you can deliver a compliment, talk to her for a little bit, and see if she wants to give you her number and set up a date. And he just locks up. Like, he will not go. He goes full statue. I can't, what if people saw, she's busy, super sad. What, she would never want a guy like me, like, I can't do this. And we're like, man, you have to do this, right? This is your life right here. You're allowing anxiety over what some stranger right now might think to stop you from potentially meeting what could be an amazing date and a person that's important in your life. And as we're saying this, she stands up and starts to walk away. So we're standing there, we're encouraging him, and go, man, this is it. Do or die right now. What is it going to be? Are you going to exercise courage, or are you going to sit here and sit in your fear? And he looks back and he goes, ugh, and he darts off after her. The happiest moment for me is just watching him go. And taps her on the shoulder. We're watching from, 30 feet away at this point, just sort of standing there. Can't hear anything. And she looks back at him and she's confused, shocked at first. And 5 seconds later, she just bursts into this, like, the smile that lights up the street. And I watch him, his body sways backwards. They laugh. They talk for 5 or 10 minutes while we just sort of sit there. And he comes back with such a swagger, right? Such a cocky little smile. And he's got her number, and he's got plans to go on brunch with her. And it turned out that she was really fun to talk to. But as great as that outcome was, I always say the moment that I felt the most proud and the moment that he should feel the most proud of is when he decided to go to do that thing that made him scared. Because guess what? You're not always going to get the outcome you want. It's not going to happen. But if you choose to exercise courage in the areas of your life where you feel anxiety or fear, particularly in social situations, you will become such a proud, confident, and high self-esteem human that everything in your life will start to change.